Robbie joins me after watching the Rocks lose 2-1 at home to Haringey Borough. Robbie, how can you sum up that performance?
Gifting 2 goals from nowhere, and we're just shooting ourselves in the foot with individual errors and just giving teams a leg up, which we thought we would rectify with the personnel we brought in. And it's not an excuse, but when you lose Robson for 3 games and you got that leadership and that experience, it does affect you. But the goals we're giving away is nothing short of embarrassing. And listen, you can be as good as you want to be. You keep giving goals away in the manner we do and how easy it is. It's very difficult to get back in the games. Now, lads showed a lot of character. I thought we dominated the second half. Thought we dominated large periods of the first half. And if Geordie gets the penalty, it's probably a different game. But listen, you're still 2-1 down, but it might be a different game. But we just can't keep giving teams a leg up, because teams don't even have to try to get into the game, and we gift them. So bitterly disappointing because we had a good crowd in. We thought today we just try and get on the front foot, which at times do, but if we're being honest as well, which we have to be brutally honest because the supporters deserve that. Up front, we've been when we've not been good enough up front either. Unfortunately, we're gifting goals and it don't look like scoring goals. And the reason why I say we don't look like scoring goals, not as a team, because we've created so many chances in the first 3 games. Well, in the last 2 games, I would say, because obviously when you're down to 10 men in the first game, you have to alter the situation a little bit, and you have to try and stay in the game. But we finished strong in that game. But we've created so many chances in the last 2 games, but yet we've only scored 3 goals. So listen, disappointing, but we know we've got to cut out the mistakes and make sure that we're so much more composed and so much more ruthless in the final third.
Well, it's just like last week, isn't it? Second half, all the ball was down by their goal, but the players got into the right areas, but just the end product wasn't there. I think whether they panicked and they sliced the ball over, there was a couple of corners played short, given away sloppily. Again, if you're 2-1 down, you can't really be afforded to making silly mistakes, can you, Robbie?
No, absolutely. Because what you can't do is you can't give the team that you've given a leg up for 2 goals any other initiative to try and do that. So we're just bitterly disappointed because, like you say, you see a team that plays the ball very well, passes the ball very well, makes a lot of chances. But like I said, you keep gifting goals away to any team, you'll get hurt. And like I say, we've created a lot of chances, but we just don't look like scoring, and we have to rectify that pretty quick because we've got a massive game on Monday, and let's have it. The neighbours, Worthing, they're one of the better teams in the league, so we need to do a lot better.
Well, going on to Geordie today, the missed penalty I think knocked his confidence big time. He didn't. He looked out for it, but I just think he just was getting into the positions, but just panicking a bit at the last minute and giving the ball away quite a bit. I don't know if he's got an injury or something, but he's
definitely not got an injury. I've spoken to Jordan, I've just spoken to him before we've done this interview, so he knows what's required, he knows where I'm at with him, and he must do better, because he's one of the people that I look to when the chips are down or when things are going wrong, to be stand up and be counted in. I had a controlled conversation with Geordie. One, obviously I'll keep private, but he knows how my thoughts, and hopefully we see a reaction on Monday.
Yeah, well, as we know, Geordie is a good class player on his day. Maybe it's just a bad period, but what a game to put if he can perform against Worthing and get a couple of goals. What a game to do that in.
Yeah, no, listen, absolutely, and it's one that we, listen, it's going to be a great occasion for the players. We just hope that the players step up to the mark, because, like I said to them, got to show belief, got to show character. I made a reference to Tyson Fury when Wilder knocks him down and he's out cold, and no one can believe he actually got up from that shot. The reason why he gets up is because he's got that much courage, that much bravery, and that much in him to not want to lose. And we've got to try and get that sort of mentality into us, to not keep giving teams, they haven't really opened us up today, and they've scored 2 goals from nothing. We've opened them up numerous times, and got nothing from the game. And the reason why we've got nothing from the game is because our players, we haven't defended enough, and we haven't been ruthless enough in both boxes. It's as simple as that. We can all have all the nitty play out the back and good play inside and centrally, but when the crux of it, you earn your coin by keeping a clean sheet or keeping the ball out your net, and by going forward in the final third, scoring goals. And inevitably, in the last 2 games, we haven't had it.
Well, as we know, Craig Robson's last game of suspension is against Worthing on Monday.
Yeah.
We saw Joe Cook go off. It looked like he injured his foot and then came back on. Is there any update on Joe? Do you think he may be a doubt for Monday, or do you think he should be fine?
Well, listen, we have to look at it. It doesn't look too good at the minute. Even Jake Flanagan as well. So just when things can't go any worse, they're getting worse. And listen, like I said to the players, in adversity, and when the chips are down, it's where you show your character and your leadership. You know, I said, because I'm stood there thinking that even at 2-0 down, we can get back into this game. Not only get back, we can win it. And I asked the players at half-time how many players they thought in our dressing room could do that. You know, and that's what we need. We need that character. We need that leadership. And we don't need people, when things are going wrong, to shrink the shoulders and start worrying.
Well, it's just like at the end there was a little bit of nitty-gritty, and then players get involved. Haringey, that played into Haringey's hands, didn't it, really? Haringey wanted that. Bognor should have just gone away. Don't get involved with it. Let the referee book Calvin and carry on. But we're going on to Monday, Blake. As you know, there'll probably be about 1,700 people there. Massive occasion. It always is a massive occasion against Worthing. And I must say, if Worthing play their best and we play like we did first half, it could end really bad. But it could be a kick up the backside for the players today.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You'd hope to think that your Worthing v Bognor, from a player's point of view and from a mindset, takes care of itself. You know, then it's all about having that little bit of composure and that little bit of belief when you're on the pitch. And we haven't showed that enough yet. But listen, whenever there's a game to kickstart your season or to give you hope, and listen, I'm not saying it's an excuse. You know, we've lost Robson, we might have lost Cook.
Yeah,
things are going against us at the minute. We're 3 games in. I've seen a lot of positive things, but what I haven't seen is us being in the final third, being positive enough, being ruthless enough, having the final decision making it right. And we've got to get that right, because if not, you know, you won't play. It's as simple as that. And if you can't keep a clean sheet and you keep making individual errors, you won't play. It's as simple as that. So listen, while we're disappointed, we're only 3 games in, and I'm confident enough in my ability, and Jack's definitely confident in his ability, that we can have a successful season even after 3 games.
Robbie, on that, mate, I'm going to end it, because I think that was a fantastic interview and the fans would appreciate the honesty, mate.
Absolutely. You always got, listen, the supporters have come out again, and all I can rest assured is that I'm bitterly disappointed, and I know what's inside me, and I know what I can do, and I know I can do it right. And if the players are not in that situation, then, you know, we have a problem. But I don't believe that. I think we can improve in certain areas, and we will improve in certain areas, and we just got to stay with it. And you know, I do genuinely believe that we will have a positive season.
Top man, Robbie. We'll see you on Monday, mate.
Cheers, bud. Top man.
Take it easy. Bye bye.